Hey guys, so before we get into this week's video, I just wanted to get real with you for a second and let you know the situation. As you can tell, I'm all bundled up and freezing cold because I'm back home in Canada right now. If you didn't know, I'm Canadian, and being Canadian, I'm only allowed to spend a little less than 6 months of the year in the United States. So it's been a huge struggle for me to get consistent uploads out for you guys because I have to shoot them all in a set amount of time and then plan it in advance to have videos each week for when I go home. So it's just been a lot of work and planning on my end, but very luckily, Danny and Andrew have stepped up and put together this week's video, giving you guys an update on the Tempest and a lot of the work that they've been doing to the car. So be sure to leave your appreciation for them in the comments. Let them know, because otherwise there would be no upload this week. So thank you, Danny and Andrew, and thank you to both of you for working on my car. I'm so bummed. I can't even tell you how upset I am that I can't be there right now to work on my car. I love working on my Tempest and I've learned so much throughout the process. So it's just really killing me that I'm not able to be there for this part of the project. But like I said, I'm just grateful I have the guys, and hopefully I'll be back in California real soon to finish it up, fire it up, and drive it for the first time. But yeah, that's just a little brief update, and without further delay, enjoy the video.
Sorry, it's YouTube.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's just Andrew and I today. Olivia is currently back in Canada for the next couple weeks, but we have a ton of work to get done to this Tempest because we're going to take it on a road trip real soon here, and we got some tight deadlines. Today, we are going to be fitting the engine into the engine bay. Hopefully it fits in the trans tunnel because we don't want to do any more cutting. It's unfortunate that Olivia can't be with us here today. I know she's pretty bummed out about it, but
I think we're gonna get you guys some good content today. I will do my best to record around here, so we'll see what goes on. But Olivia, don't you worry, your car is in good hands, all right? Yep.
Now we have about a week to get all of this work done, and it's actually perfect timing because the Chevelle is off getting the roll cage put in. Here's the interior right now. Unfortunately, we had to rip out those beautiful seats just so that way we can run the speaker wires underneath the carpet and the electrical for the subwoofer that's going in the back, the amplifier. Here are the JL Audio 6x9s that we installed on the rear deck lid. We custom made this panel here, cut it out, and painted it with 3 different colors of paint just to get that to match the rear seat. The plan of attack for today is we're going to start from the back of the car. We're going to complete the audio system 100%, install the back seat again, and then run those speaker wires all the way up to the front here and up to the stereo. And then I'm going to work on installing the harness for the Holley EFI. Andrew is going to install the Dakota digital gauges. He's going to remove the original ones there from the dash. And then we got to wire up the air conditioning system. We're going to get all of this wired 100% complete, get it all nice and neat, and then we'll move forward to the engine bay. Now, we already installed the motor mounts. So technically that engine and trans should slide right in. Engine is in the engine room. I'll show you that in a second. And basically get this car ready so when Olivia gets back into town, we can just drop the motor in again. Technically, should turn the key and start it. Lucky her. And here's the engine in its current configuration. Since you last saw her build it a couple episodes ago, I've been installing some parts that have been coming in. For example, this Holley oil pan. I got that installed for her. Aligned it with the front timing chain cover, aligned it with the back of the motor. These Granatelli coil packs are all installed along with the valve covers. This motor is ready to get mocked up in the car. We won't be installing it permanently because we're going to save that for when she gets back into town. It's really an important step for her to do. because she can't be here for all this, and she's really bummed out about it, and that's part of the reason we're filming this video. You know, she can see all of this and kind of feel like she's a part of the process here. We're gonna do our best to get you some footage, Olivia. Let's get started in the trunk.
All right, so right here, I'm dealing with the subwoofer. It's gonna be going inside the trunk right here, facing downwards towards the floor, towards the trunk. We're gonna be having it on some of these 2x4s right here on each side, so that speaker doesn't hit this little bump right there. So we're gonna clear that, and the reason why it's facing down as well is because we don't want our tennis rackets, when we're throwing them inside the trunk, you know, our golf clubs to just be hitting the speakers, so trying to protect it.
Golf Pros tennis hose.
Golf Pros tennis hose.
We got the subwoofer box mounted up in there. That's kind of how it's gonna go. Got plenty of room underneath for that subwoofer to move up and down. We know Olivia likes her wrap. It's gonna go there like that.
That one's not going nowhere.
All right, now we're going to install our 5-channel amplifier on the top side of the subwoofer. And this is a 5-channel, which means it can power the subwoofer and 4 6x9s. So it's pretty nice. Back in the day, you used to have to install 2 amps, but now they got this.
Wow.
So we're going to mount this right on this back side, like so. Don't worry, I got it.
Yep, okay. Oh.
Put this right here on top, like that.
Nice.
Okay, Olivia, this part's for you. These here are gonna get, basically gonna get signal from your stereo up front. They're gonna supply the information to your amplifier here, and you got your negative and positive wires coming in here. This little wire here is your signal wire from ignition that will turn this thing on once you have your key on. And then this wire here is going to your subwoofer, and then there's going to be 4 speakers coming out. These are going to go to your 6x9s in the back, and then as well as the 6x9s up in the front. So there you go, just so you know what we're going through here, and that way if something happens to your car later, you kind of know what to look for.
Alrighty, so right now I'm going to be making the brackets to mount the sub into the trunk right now. So just a simple 90-degree bends. These two.
What's this skeleton doing?
Oh, he's helping me out. His name is Jose. Okay. God damn it, you got me off my track now. Making 90-degree bends in the brackets right now. These two are going to be 90s. And then there's the total of 3. The last one is going to be a 45, 90, you know.
Yeah, something around there, right, Jose? Yeah.
Does he agree? He
Yeah.
says, yeah. All right. All right, guys. Here is the 45 to 90-degree bend bracket that I made. So let me just show you how it goes on to this box here, just like so.
Nice.
Just like that, huh?
Dang, boy.
Put some wood screw and then a Tech screw right there.
Professional.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're not gonna mount that in though quite yet, because we know that we're gonna have to soup this amp up a little bit. You know, twist some knobs, get it going. So we'll see. We'll install these soon. So
Yeah, after we soup up the base.
soup up the base.
All right, we're done with the box. Looks really good. Nice and professional. These speakers are all wired up. We got the wires all zip tied up to the top, nicely routed over to the amplifier. All the other power wires are all going through the center of the floor to the front of the car. Okay, done with the back.
Cool. Now since we're done back there, we're gonna move up towards the gauges here. I'm gonna pull this whole cluster off right now so we could install the new Dakota digitals.
What?
Hello?
Ooh.
Ah, shit.
Got one wire. Two wires.
Cool. Well, good thing. Good thing. You got your lucky 1/4 inch
Nice. All right, we're going to use your trunk as a working space. I put this protective layer so we don't scratch your paint.
That's right. You see, Olivia, your car's in good hands, all right?
Dude. Man.
Where did that come from? Dakota Digital's instructions says it's pretty clear. Just these 3 gauges. Is that a fake gauge?
That is a fake gauge, Andrew.
Oh, it's a compass.
A compass?
Compass.
I don't think they had compasses. Why do you say that?
Because like you see like north, south, east,
That's
west.
not what that is. All right. There's your Speedo. Did the Speedo work?
Tape around the grounds for the light.
That is kind of weird, huh? Because you would think that you want it to be grounding out, so why would they put tape there? Maybe it's to hold it in. Maybe it's conductive tape.
Conductive.
Let's see. If I spin this, let's see if the speedometer works. Oh yeah, it does work. All right, well, Andrew's finishing up the Dakota Digital gauge install. I get to work on the wiring. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify this stock harness and only leave the items that are needed to connect to the fuel injection. So the stock harness and the fuel injection from Holley only have one wire that relates them, and that's the ignition wire. So the Holley is wired up through its own power source to the battery, and then this harness here gets power from the battery as well. Goes through the ignition switch. When you turn the ignition switch on, it sends that power to the Holley and tells it to turn on. Then it does its own thing with the engine, totally separate from the car. So I'm going to basically take out everything we don't need. So it's actually pretty simple setup. The hard part is just going to be figuring out what wires we don't need from here. So I'm going to go through this wiring diagram, and like for example, like right here, alternator indicator, we don't need that. So if we just follow this color-coded diagram, we find that there's a pink and a brown wire here. So if you go up here, there's a pink, there's pink and brown wire. That's the alternator indicator, which we no longer need because the computer system is going to pick up whether or not the alternator is charging, and it's going to display it to the Dakota Digital gauges on a digital readout here. So that's no longer needed. It's going to be all digital now. So we're going to get rid of this stuff. We're going to just basically chop off these wires, wrap them up so they don't short out on anything, because just keep in mind these wires still here will have power on some of them, especially the ones that are the lights. So when you pull out your light switch, like all these bulbs are going to want to turn on, so they're going to have 12 volts. So if you cut them, make sure you wrap them up so they don't like move around and short out. Got it all cinched down. Nothing broke.
Something did break back here, but it's all right. I mean, a little bit of thinking process kind of snug it down, as you could tell. It's fragile plastic, so
just one little breakage.
Happens. Just one breakage.
All right.
So, anyways. Dun, da, da, da.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Holy crap.
Wow.
Dude, good job.
That's some good stuff, man. Dang.
Wow. Those are sharp.
You know, but it makes this whole embezzlement just look not so pretty. I think we're gonna need a new one of these.
You want to put a new one on there?
I want to put a new thing. Do they have that in stock?
I don't think they stock that anymore these days. Yeah, but kind of goes. I like it. Just wait till that all lights up. That's gonna be cool. Good job, man.
Thank you. All right. Well, it's 4:30. It's time to go home, actually.
It's only 4:30, Andrew.
Yeah, it's 4:30. I started at 8.
You will work till you drop. We gotta get this car done.
What?
Olivia's coming back in a week and a half.
Oh, you know what? My back though.
Oh my gosh, this guy. It would be really nice to put those gauges in the car right now, but I'm not done wiring up underneath the dash. I got most of these wires thinned out, cut out the ones that we don't need, and I'm about ready to install the Holley EFI, but I have to cut a hole right there for the wires to go through into the engine. But I don't want to cut that hole yet because I don't know if the engine or the transmission is going to be in the way, and I don't want like the wires to run into the transmission, the back of it. So we're going to have to jump forward a little bit and put the engine in the car, and then we can figure out where we need to cut this hole out. So I know we said we're going to start from the back of the car and end with the engine, but we got to go forward just to go backwards. You know the deal, guys. You ever mated a transmission to an engine?
I never mated.
Nope.
No.
Okay, well, you're going to learn today. So we got these dowels that will slide right into there, line us up perfectly, and then there's just some bolts that go from the back of the flex plate into, this would be the
Torque
good
converter.
good. All right.
Yeah. All right. So first thoughts of my first time mating a engine to a transmission is this torque converter. There's no how does this spin? Does a torque converter spin, or does like because there's no teeth to grab onto anything, you know, like to mesh it all together and keep it going. So how does this work?
So the bolts will go from the flex plate here, go through and into the torque converter, and then this thing basically is a disconnect from the actual transmission, so it connects to the shaft here, but it just allows some slip. So when your motor's running, this thing can just be spinning and it doesn't grab, but the more your engine starts spinning, the more the fluid like catches and then it spins the shaft. So it's like kind of like a centrifugal clutch sort of deal, from what I understand, but
Okay.
something like that, you know. So it just allows it to slip, because if this was a clutch, it would just be fully engaged, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. So it's, and it just it like multiplies the torque too, because you know your engine can be spinning fast, and then by the time it catches to the torque converter into your transmission, it's like multiplying the torque too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because your engine's spinning, it's got momentum, right? And then your torque converter starts to lock up, and now you got all that inertia going, and it, yeah. Versus a clutch, you know, once your clutch is disengaged or engaged, well, it's locked up to your motor, but your motor's only spinning like 1,000 RPM.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have much power at 1,000 RPM, right? But this right here could be like a 3,000 stall converter. Your motor could be spinning 3,000 RPMs, and then finally your transmission starts spinning. So you got the power from 3,000 RPM versus the power at 1,000 RPM. Much more power. Torque converter, boy.
Oh, okay. I want one now. Yeah.
All right, the engine is successfully mated to the transmission, and I think it's time to test fit it for the first time. I will say this feels a little bit weird without Olivia here.
Yeah, I mean, it is her car, so, and she did build the motor too.
Feels bad, but let's call her up on FaceTime.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. Let's see what she's doing.
Well, she knows we're doing this right now. She's been, well, I don't want to show everybody all your contacts, but she's been,
You guys are my only friends.
yeah, I've been sending her a ton of pictures.
Okay.
FaceTime. She's not gonna answer. What's she doing up there in Canada?
What is going on?
Baby squirrel? Hi. Guess what? We finally got that engine mated to the transmission. Show her. Flip
What
it.
the?
Technical difficulties. Oh, that is blurry. That
Hold
is.
on, sorry. I don't know what's going on. Here you go.
Oh my gosh, that looks so killer.
Yeah. So we're going to install and test fit it, but it'll probably be Monday because we have a lot of refrigeration work to do tomorrow. And we're filming the YouTube video right now, so do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi everybody. Yeah, I was was just sitting here in my room searching up which slip yoke I need. I'm doing some research on that. So
Yeah, we're gonna need it because if we don't have it, that transmission fluid's gonna go all over O'Reilly. They mustn't like deliver this thing with transmission fluid in it because we lifted it up and a bunch of oil came out.
oh,
Yeah.
hopefully not too much of a mess, but
Small kind. But yeah, so just wanted to check in with you.
that looks so good. Thank you guys.
You want to say anything to all the viewers out there watching this YouTube video?
Sure. I guess I'll say that I'm super bummed I'm not there right now. I really want to be. I hate that the guys have to do all the work because I know they're slaving away and I'm just sitting here in Canada not doing a whole lot of anything. But just know I wish I was there. I wish I could be working on my car. But circumstances, I can't be back in the country for another few weeks. So it is what it is. But hopefully in the future this won't be an issue once I have my visa. So keep your fingers crossed for me.
Fingers crossed.
But
Okay.
seriously, thank you guys. That looks killer. I'm so excited.
All right. Well, it's good to see you, and we'll let you know how this goes. Get that slip yoke though ASAP.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
See ya. How do I end this? How do I? Oh.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're gonna pick up with this video on Monday because we're tired and his back hurts. All right, guys. Monday morning, we're picking up right where we left off. Andrew, unfortunately, has to go out on a refrigeration call. So that just means it's me and this here motor and that engine bay. So wish me luck. All right, that was a lot of work just to find out where we're gonna put the hole in the firewall. But not just only for that. We got to check the header fitment just to make sure we don't have to order a different set of headers, and to test fit for some electronic components. I have a bulkhead connector there, positive feed from the battery going to the inside of the car, but also I need to test fit to see how long I'm gonna make it to route over to the starter so we get a nice clean look. But and also the trans tunnel, we get to figure out where we got to beat the heck out of the trans tunnel. There's a few spots that need to get persuaded. We'll do that once we get the engine back out of it. But overall, there it is for the first time in the engine compartment. Carrying on to the inside of the interior, I started mounting up the EFI. The Holley box is there on the bottom, and actually I'll let you on a little secret for those of you who have a Pontiac Tempest or Le Mans or GTO. Those outer bolts for the defrost vents are the exact width. You can put those bolts through the Terminator X box. They're like perfectly lined up. So I think Pontiac was way ahead of their time, you know. They knew this was coming. We pretty much got the wiring all figured out here in the car. And this is what it looks like for now. What we're going to do is we're going to test it out just to make sure everything is working properly before we finalize all the wires and make them real nice and neat. So we'll show you what we have for right now. Got the gauges here. They're all hooked up. It just hooks up with this one single plug there, which is pretty nice. That connects to the RetroTech there. We got our BIM module, and then of course our Holley ECU right behind it. So we're going to put this back onto the dash here and test out all the electrical components here and make sure everything works, so that way we can put it in for good. Right, we got our battery all hot wired for right now. Andrew, you ready to test this out? Okay. Here we go. Cross your fingers. Hopefully there's no electrical smoke that comes out from the vents. Ready?
I'm watching.
Ooh. Dang, those are cool. Dang, I like that.
That's really awesome.
Wow. Okay. Start it. No. Wait, stereo? Stereo check? We'll have to hook up to your phone.
Sound.
Connect. Play some royalty free.
Royalty free. Unstoppable by Wholesome. It's YouTube.
Sounds so good. Wow, that's loud. Okay.
It's too good.
Oh shit. Dang. Okay, next test. Do you hear that little like a little whining noise? Like there's like a little interference in the speakers or something? Like a little beeping or buzzing? There's a little bit of a radio interference or something going on right now, but we'll have to figure that out. Oh, but that sounds really good.
That's, yeah.
It's loud. Air conditioning. Are you ready? Fire in the hole.
Hey, that's right.
Okay, that's working. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, it's like a turbo. All right. Nice. Okay, what's next? Let's see if the headlights work. Okay, this is where something might start smoking.
I'll get the fire extinguisher.
Okay, get it. Hold on, ready? I'm gonna pull it. I'm pulling it. I'm yanking the thing. Oh, look at the it turned a different color too. So we did hook it up right the first try. See, they changed colors. So at nighttime you can have them in different modes. So driving at nighttime, you can make them dimmer at night. Change them to any color that you could think of.
I hear that.
You hear that beeping noise? Why is that coming through the speakers when the headlights are on? Cigarette lighter? You want to smoke?
Yeah, do you have any?
Yeah. Let's see. Come on. Gonna go or blow? No.
I'm getting impatient when you smoke.
Looks like you ain't smoking today. Sometimes it takes a minute. Nothing? Okay. Yeah, didn't do anything. So we have some bugs to work out. The lights work. We're gonna have to get the steering column in here to test the blinkers and all of that. Let's go see if they're all on. Let's go. Oops. Wow. Dang, those are gonna be bright. They're bright in here right now. These are the Holley lights.
Is that high beam or?
Those are high beams. So let's try the low beam. Can you push the switch? Excellent.
Oh, the ringing stopped.
The ringing in the speakers only comes on when the high beams are on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's weird. So there's a speaker There's an interference that's going on when the high beams are on. I'm not too sure why that is, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Oh, you know what? We never turned up the bass knob when we were playing that music.
Oh.
Let's try it again with the bass.
Okay.
The sub wasn't even on.
Bro.
Oh. Come on now. Let's try this again. So here's our bass knob that'll get mounted underneath the dash.
Hello? Hello?
Hello there, this is Kathy on a recorded line.
Hey, how you
I'm
doing?
Following up on your request for more information.
Oh, there we go. Wow, that sounds good.
Dude, that bumps. That's so good.
That is really, really good.
Wow.
Oh, man. Okay. Dang. That rips. Well, cool, dude. We're off to a good start here. Well, it's not even a start anymore, but oh, the switch too. Okay. Well, now what?
I'm gonna deal with the windshield wiper motor.
Yeah, the windshield wiper motor's not working, so he's gonna go and see if he can diagnose that and restore the wiper system.
Restoration.
Yeah, this car actually came from the factory with windshield washer pump. So as you can see here, these two hoses go over. There's a squirter there. It's not even pointed at the windshield, but so you can put new rubber hoses on here, clean up all of this real nicely, grease the joints, and just make sure our electrical's all clean here. Maybe put some dielectric grease on those connectors, and we'll test out the pump, and if it works, we'll put a little tank. We'll put a tank somewhere over here, and they'll be usable. Luxury cars.
Pontiacs are luxury cars?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's in there? Okay, gonna diagnose it. They don't sell it, so we're gonna have to fix it.
Can he fix it?
Yes, he can.
That's right.
What's in it? What's in there? I'm dying to know what's in there.
Hold on.
I think you need a bigger ratchet.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm using this one.
Yeah, let's jump up to the 1/2-inch ratchet. That might do it.
Get the gun.
Impact.
Come on. Where's the... Oh, here we go. Down like SpongeBob where it says 2 hours later. Alright. What do we have here?
Diaphragm. That probably just pushes up and down on it, and then let me see this. Feel that?
I see it.
Harder than beechwood.
Okay, what we got going on is this part, which goes like this. It's supposed to be pushing in and out, up and down, So it collects water from this inlet side into these grooves, so it pushes it out through the hoses and onto the windshield so you don't crash and die. But this part is messed up. It's pretty stiff right now, so we're gonna put some WD-40 on it and
some silicone. Yeah. Maybe we can prime this little bad boy back to life. It's not very bendy right now. All right, Olivia, over the past week, we've been working really hard on your car, and we're gonna show you all the work that we did to it, starting from the back. So over here, we installed new bulbs and checked all the grounds, cleaned them all up so you won't have any electrical issues. Moving on into the trunk here, installed new locks, new keys, and this works for the ignition as well. Into the trunk, we got you a new subwoofer, box, and 5-channel amplifier. We installed it way back in there, so you still have all of this trunk space for a bunch of junk. Moving up this way, I already explained to you that we made this custom kick panel here for the JL Audios 6x9s. And back up into the interior, we put your interior back together. As you can see, that nice beautiful interior is back in the car. Now I'm going to move up to the front for a second and just explain what we did here. Only thing we did in the engine compartment is drilled a hole there for the wires to come through for the Holley EFI. Also, we had to do some welding to get this battery tray to fit since the inner fenders are no longer here, and made some custom cables from here, hit them on the inside of the fenders, on over to the bulkhead connector there. If you come on up to the front of the outside of the car, we installed Holley's new retro future retro brights. I'm not too sure what they are, but we're gonna test them out and see how bright they actually are in a second. And then Andrew went ahead and fully restored the wipers. So the wipers should work now, right, Andrew?
Yep, they work and they squirt.
Mm-hmm. And the pump should work as well.
Yeah.
So we're gonna test that out in a second. Yeah, let's go into the interior. Talk about what I did here. Come on in. Ooh, that's nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we got your steering wheel back in the car. We're going to turn the ignition on. Gauges are working. Now we have no engine, so obviously we're not going to be able to read most of the information. Everything's wired up and finalized. The air conditioning is wired up. The Bluetooth stereo is. The amp in the back. The Dakota digital gauges. The Holley EFI is fully wired up. So all we have to do is put the engine in and connect up the cooling system, and there's going to be quite a bit of like bugs to work out, obviously. But other than that, like, the car is going to be ready to go as soon as she gets back into town. So, just like it should. Air conditioning, check. It's hot. 100 degrees out there today, Andrew.
Let's go to the beach.
Yep. Nice. High speed. Our stereo works. You want to get the Bluetooth going? Let's see. Our wipers. We'll check the wipers. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. Squirting just good. Both sides. Nice. Good job, Andrew.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. How did this stop? Oh. No, you have to stop them manually. Headlights are working. Yep. Gauges turn colors, different colors when the headlights are on. It's nice. Also, does this work? We replaced the bulb in this. I don't know. It's too bright in here to tell. Anyways, so looks like most of the stuff is working. There's a few things that are not, like this cigarette lighter is still not working, but we're going to leave some of these things for you to diagnose when you get back. You gotta give her some work, you know what I mean?
Come on.
So let's check the blinkers and stuff out because we haven't tested that yet. So let's go ahead and hit the left blinker. We got action. Okay. Now the steering is not hooked up to the steering box yet, so we can turn the wheel to the left like we're driving it. Nice. Let's see if she cancels. Nice. Okay, let's try the right turn. Nice. All right, horn.
All aboard.
Why is your head so high to the ceiling right now?
I guess I have a long torso.
Well, the seat isn't permanently installed here yet. We just have it set here. It needs to be moved back. I guess we should test the brake lights and the blinkers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they should be working. Or else that should just be staying on. Awesome. Okay, Andrew, turn the wheel to the left and then back to the right. Nice. Now the other side. Left. Right. Perfect. Let's see about those headlights. Okay. Was that the running lights? Okay. How about high beams? Perfect. All right, let me check the back. Oh my gosh. Okay, brake lights. Again? Wow. Dang. All right, dude. We did a good job. What else can we check? Dome lights working.
Oh,
Heck yeah. We put your carpet kit in. We got it glued in this time, so it's in there for good. Put your new Fisher moldings back on. Got them all nice and straight.
Check out the gauges right here.
Where?
Hazards.
Oh, hazards work.
Yeah,
Nice.
buddy.
Oh, and we forgot to mention we installed 6x9 speakers up here in the front. So this sucker is loud.
Oh, man.
Want to play some music? Oh yeah. Don't get too crazy now, okay? Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, guys, thanks for checking out this episode. Olivia, I hope you enjoyed this video of us working on your car. It was a lot of fun, and we'll be waiting to see you back home.
Yeah. So when you get back, all we got to do is pop that motor in, like I said earlier, and we're going to fire this puppy up, and we're going to go on a road trip, guys. We're going on a road trip to be announced, but maybe coming to a town near you. So stay tuned. We're going to get back to work now on the Chevelle. We got to, and you know what? For the people that stuck around to the end of this video, I'm going to give you a sneak peek on what's going on to the Chevelle right now. It just got back from the roll cage, from the fabricator, and it's let's go outside and check it out. All right, here's the Chevelle in its current state. Just got it back from my buddy's place. He put in a roll cage, a NASCAR roll cage, and just show you real quickly the window net that I installed and NASCAR door bars. So that's all I'll show you for right now, but the car is looking good. Dang, so stay tuned next Tuesday, Gnarly Tuesdays. Man, it's a beach day, Andrew. It's nice.
Can we take Tortuga out?
Yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing more videos from our channel, check out the video on Tortuga. We took it out to the beach, had a great day out there. Or maybe you want to check out Grease Lightning out at the beach. Click here on the left hand side. That'll take you to those videos. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.